Hi, everyone. It's Sandra from Sandra Says, and we are here for our roundtable discussion with some lovely Haitian folks. So, as we're getting ready to close out Haitian Heritage Month, I really wanted to have interactive discussions with a few Haitians of various backgrounds. So, I've invited these lovely ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Mike, you're the only gentleman for now. To have just a free-flowing conversation about life as a Haitian, life of where they grew up, and what it means to be Haitian to them. So we'll do ladies first. So we'll start with Evie.
Yes, well, my name is Eve Rose, a very Haitian name, as you.
Hi, Rose.
Last name Jean Lewis.
Yeah.
Also very Haitian.
Yep, that's a telltale giveaway. Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone calls me Evie. And do you want me to go into full detail where my parents?
We can just do general introductions. So, Fran, you can introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Fran Celestia Million. In Creole, Fasista Million. So yeah, I'm here.
Yes, definitely.
Beverly, introduce yourself to the people.
Can she hear us? Hello, our video froze.
It's kind of messed up. It's been.
I think our video just froze.
Oh, Beverly, your video froze. Well, Mike, we'll go to you while Beverly gets her video together.
Yep. Okay. I think she's back. Yeah, she's back.
Okay, Beverly, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Beverly Mondesier. I guess my name is Haitian. I don't know. It's Creole. I don't know. Like the first girl said, that's Creole. So my name is Creole too. So my name is Beverly Mondesier, and then Creole to Tat.
Yes, the Mondesier is a very Haitian last name.
Very.
Listen, any last name that has two parts is a Haitian or a French last name. If it's two parts, look. All right, Mike.
All right. So yeah, get ready for this one. So first name is Mike. Believe it or not Michael. Mike. Just M-I-K-E. Nobody would believe that, but yeah. Last name is Nazi.
Okay.
I love it. So
go ahead.
I love it. So my last name is Florent. Like my last name is French. It's just it's not even hate. It's Florent, and I pronounce it Florent, much to my dad's side chagrin. Like they would rather I just say, no, your name is Sandra Florent. I'm not saying Florent. I mean, I should. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do for 2020. Pronounce my last name the French way. But the reason I brought you all together is that I really want to talk about being Haitian, how it was being Haitian for you. So we'll start with Mike. Tell us where you were born and just a little bit about how it was growing up as, particularly being a Haitian male. How was it growing up?
Well, I was born in the 80s, so 83 to be exact. So it was a time where it was taboo to be Haitian and to be, announced as such. So of course, born and bred in Irvington, actually born in Newark. Shout out to Bethesda Hospital, and raised in Irvington all my life until the age of 18. So Irvington public schools pretty much all my life. I mean, you all know that I'm from Irvington and from Jersey. Pretty much the Haitian population was quite vast back then as well. But growing up Haitian, I mean, the usual. You get called boat people. You eat cat. Gotta do voodoo, so on and so forth. I'm like, bro, I go to church every Sunday. I don't know all that extra stuff. I have no clue what that means. I never ate a cat a day in my life, sir, ma'am. I don't know what that tastes like. Don't know what it looks like. Okay, all right. But the thing is that it's just ignorance, and of course, it also had you feeling a way about being Haitian. Because I had other Haitian friends that didn't want to say that they were Haitian, but you pretty much, like you said, the last names are pretty much that giveaway. But mine was kind of like a anomaly, if you will. They never heard of his name before. Like, well, what's that? Is that Nigerian? No. So all in all, I dealt with that growing up as a kid, but never got necessarily picked on for being Haitian per se, because let them tell it, I didn't look like it. So by the time I got to high school, the running joke was why? Because I don't have a malnutrition belly and I'm not ashy. So I mean, what does a Haitian look
Look
like,
like.
right? So and then had a good friend of mine, childhood friend of mine, Serge, and typical Haitian name Serge. So yeah, I mean, but Serge, that's your boy, whatever, but he definitely looks Haitian. I said, why? Because he's tall and he's dark. I mean, not all he's tall and dark. I mean, so,
That's a good
but,
point. That's a good point. So, Frank, I'm gonna switch to you because to segue as Mike is talking about what it is to look Haitian. Now, you were born in New York, correct?
Yeah, New York.
And now you're on the West Coast.
Yeah, and I'm now on the West Coast in Cali.
Okay, so how was it that New York Haitian community for you? And did you feel, because you are light-skinned, very flamboyant, I think people do have this stereotypical idea of what Haitian looks like. So did you interact or have any of that issue growing up in that New York Haitian community? Did you go and see other Haitians in other parts of the country, state?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to live in Haiti. I lived in Haiti for like 3 to 4 years, went to school out there, the whole nine. So I was out there for some time. Don't remember everything too much, just like a few details, but not everything because I was really young. But both my parents are Haitian, so I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian as fuck. So it's kind of like I still grew up with those cultures, with that kind of system in place where it's like, okay, nurse, teacher, this, like, you have to go into these fields. And from young, I knew I didn't want that. But I can say that I'm very fortunate enough to have parents that we had our moments where it was kind of like we're going blow to blow, going head to head, because I want to do things that are not the normal. Like, I don't want to be like my cousins. No offense to my cousins, but I'm the only child besides my mother's kids that decided to go into the arts, entertainment, fashion, like all of that stuff. We have family that's gone into like the NBA, and we have like NBA players and like principals and stuff like that. But we don't have anybody that's like, I'm just gonna go out and just do whatever I want and look however I want and just, this is it, So I do feel like I was in the beginning, because people didn't understand, like, why is she like that? Why is she so expressive? I feel like I got a lot of hate for it, especially from family, or just like a lot of like snickers and side remarks, like, what is she wearing, at Thanksgiving, and what is that? Her mom lets her get her nails done that long, like, little things like that. But I feel like as times change, as time went along and everything changed, now you can be expressive. Now the thing to do is to be whoever you want to be. I feel like, my parents are more understanding, my family's more understanding, and they're more supportive. Especially my dad, who was kind of just like, what the hell are you doing with your life? He's, talking to his friends at work about me and kind of being like, yeah, she's in the entertainment business. She does events and marketing and all this stuff. So, I mean, on a racial scale, I haven't really, all I've really heard is like, you can't be Haitian. No way. Haitians don't look like that. They don't have color eyes like that. I'm like, have you been to Haiti? I know Haitians that look Puerto Rican. Like, I know Haitians that look, almost Caucasian. Like, like Haiti has
any colorism? Did you face colorism, either favoritism because you are light skinned compared to diverse your family is, as far as a lot of light skin or dark skin version? But did you sense any favoritism growing up?
Favoritism, no. I think there was favoritism just because, well, maybe it could be because of me being light skinned, but I'm not sure. I think it was just because I was always different. So that's why I'm not really able to decipher, like, was I treated like this because I was always like, this is nothing new, like my hair, my makeup, this is like young, 11 years old, 12 years old, just like doing whatever I wanted to do. And so I feel like I'm not sure if it was because of that, but I always did hear the comment from boys like, "Oh, you look good for a Haitian. Oh, you're light skinned. Oh, yes." Like, so I'm sure there was favoritism just because light skinned women get that across the board, especially
Gotcha.
if they have color eyes and blonde hair, whatever. But I just feel like that's what stemmed from, and this is a whole other conversation, but that's what stemmed from like post traumatic slave syndrome. It's just like just feeling like, you know, light is better. Anything lighter hair, lighter eyes, lighter skin is better across the board. So I feel like there was some kind of favoritism, but it didn't come till down the line when all of my shenanigans turned into an actual business, turned into profit. And then now all the Haitian family like, oh, okay, I guess it did work out. All that partying and all that, you know,
Got you.
all that shit she was doing.
And Eve Rose, for you, because you too have a particular aesthetic. You're tall, dark skin. So sometimes I think that's something else that maybe people associate with being Haitian, like Mike said. And it's just sometimes people have this idea in their head of what you look like. Have you ever faced any issues growing up being the way that you look, or when you told people you were Haitian? Or were you one of those people who maybe tried to hide they were Haitian from people and just let them say, you know, whatever you think I am, I am?
No, no, absolutely not. Like, I was so proud to be Haitian for as long as I can remember. I mean, of course I was picked on. Of course I went through that stage where I was picked on because, of course, as white, you know, you stand out, you look different. You know, I was, you know, and how do I pronounce it? Leslia?
Leslia, yeah.
Yes. Similar to you as well. Like, you know, I stood out. I was taller. I was the tallest. I was the skinniest. I was the darkest. But I always got African. They always assumed that I was African or from Nigeria. So I'm like, I never really, you know, I didn't have it too rough. Yeah. And but I definitely knew people who were ashamed of being Haitian. And it was, you know, last name is just a giveaway. Like, we know you're Haitian, but you know, they would carry themselves as if they were Americans or they're United or whatever the case may be, and I never could understand that. But for the most part, I was very much so proud of being Haitian. Proud, I still am. And like you said, you know, I to be, you know, Haitian now, and listen, y'all don't know the struggle at all. But when it comes to my career, I can also relate to Leslie as well because you know, most of my cousins, majority of my cousins, they're nurses, and I'm not a nurse, you know, and I was more into fashion, and I went to school in fashion marketing and management, and fortunately for me, my mother was the type that was just like, well, just follow your dreams, do whatever you want to do, and that's what I did. I'm happy, and now I'm starting my own business venture, and my mom's excited, and yeah, for the most part, yeah.
And for you, Beverly, being as though you are someone who grew up in Haiti and then now you're living in America, you're still kind of new to the country. Do you have any issues with getting along with the Haitians that were already here in America? Did you find it easier or harder to get along and meet the Haitians here? Because that can be a bit of a difference. Because even though we're all Haitian, that doesn't necessarily mean we'll all get along. So how was it when you came to America and you started meeting Haitian people and getting to know them?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy because, and I said that before, some of the Haitian, even though they were born in Haiti, grew up in Haiti, once they came to America, some of them changed. They're not the same anymore. They pretending. And in a 50%, it's really rare they're gonna tell you that they are Haitian. Most of them hide their nationality. They say they're not Haitian. So it's really hard sometimes. They're pretending to be American even though they're not. But for me, it's been easier because
if anyone else that wants to answer, have you had issues with other Haitian people as well, like as far as getting to know them, or people trying to, I would say, judge your Haitianness? I know we are in Haitian Heritage Month, so I know sometimes people try to measure. Oh, you're not Haitian, ou pas parler créole bien. Oh, pas ici, ou pas qu'on quitte ça. Have you guys ever had any of those issues of people trying to judge how Haitian you are or aren't?
Of course, all the time, all the time. Especially me, because I'm considered Americanized. So, you know, whenever I meet another Haitian, it's like, well, do you know how to make this? Do you know how to make this? And I'm just like, well, no, but, you know, I know what it is, and I know how it's made, but I don't know how to make it. That doesn't mean I'm not Haitian. Like, you know, my parents
most of them that's talking like that is the one that is Haitian in the month of 18. Seriously.
I think sometimes, like, when you're so aggressive about trying to categorize people, like, no, you're not Haitian if you don't do this. Relax.
Some people trying to, I have a question. Is Haitian as a look? Like, they can tell you, oh, no, you're not Haitian, whatever. Is Haitian as a look? Like, when you say Haitian, you say, oh, she's Haitian. How you can tell he's or she is Haitian? Mm-hmm. Is Haitian as a look? They all have a look? No. People think sometimes that I'm Dominican. We don't have a look. And then, we don't have a look.
Yeah, we have to open up we can't stereotype ourselves. Like,
right.
You maybe internally, like, if I meet somebody, I'm like, ooh, I see it. I might hear the last name or I might hear the accent.
Or the accent.
And I can say, oh, are you Haitian? But then I'm not going to berate you and be like, oh, well, you're not Haitian enough for me because you don't do this and you don't do that.
Right.
Right. But as for me, to your question, Sandra, I get the opposite. I get called I'm too Haitian because, believe it or not, you know, English is my second language. We spoke number Creole at the house. So when I was giving you the example earlier as to, you know, when I was in pre-K and kindergarten, they would point to the board and ask me what this is. I'd say the name in Creole and then I had to switch up. Like, okay, nah, it's this. So if anything, I got the total opposite, you know. And then it was a shock to the non-Haitian folks that knew me because when I start talking in Creole, they're looking at me like, how? And I said, how not? I mean, you know, so I didn't know you was, okay, now that you know, do you want to medal something?
That's funny.
Because, you know, going, and this is, you know, high school, of course, by then everybody knew, but when I got to undergrad, you know, and I used to talk to my mom on the phone, and then I just switch up on them. And all of a sudden, everybody's just looking at me with their mouth open like, what was that? I said, it's English.
I get that. What was that all the time? Because my mom and my aunts are maybe the people that I speak Creole with the most. My friends and family, I'll go back and forth. But exclusively, probably all Creole. And I'll forget. My mother called me. I'll be like, oh, hold on, guys. Oui, maman, ça dit? No, li sou television, li sou baba. And she's like, what was that?
Right, exactly.
I was like, I'm Haitian, remember? And they're like, okay. Haitians speak Creole. So I speak to my mother in the language
that's right.
Oh.
La mama papa.
It's the craziest thing because that's literally what they say. What was that? That's the
no, Haitian mother are the best. They are the best in everything. They are the best, and they are everything. They are the best. They are everything.
I agree.
Right, because
I agree.
Because if I
they are doctor, engineer. They are everything. Haitian mother, I don't care. They are the best.
Right,
I love them so much.
I agree.
Exactly, and so we are headed towards Haitian Mother's Day. So, what is one thing? I know it's going to be hard, but what is one thing that your Haitian mother used to say to you that you hated, that now you realize, you know, she might have been right?
Oh man, I call those epiphany moments, and I had them often. So my mom used to tell me, you know,
my grandmother. Creole version.
If you Creole version.
Okay, all right. So my grandmother, my late grandmother, pile sutra avons pile 14, right? So in other words.
What?
It's a proverb. It's a proverb. So you said pile sutra avons pile 14.
Oh my God.
Pile
Don't
souple.
right.
Marcher sous terre du papier les 14. Okay. Yeah.
Sweet. Comme ça. Voilà.
Got the
So
best.
now my mom used to say, you know, ça qu'il faut Charlie nous cap pour fait. So then now I'm like, what?
Watch
But
yourself.
you know, I mean, it's those proverbs that used to you know be told all the time when I was little, and I'm like, what does that mean? Like, you know, what does that mean? But you know, now, you know, hindsight is 2020. You think about it, and you like really think about it real hard, and then you're like, okay, that's what that meant. You know, that's what she said by saying this at this time when she was telling it to me. Because it go one after another, but you know, it's still ringing your head. And then when it come up again, you be like, okay, well, yeah, that's what she meant by saying what she said. But yeah.
And what about you, Evie? Anything you? Because I know my son. I look.
Well, what's the most popular one is what food con judge?
That's my favorite.
That's new school. That's a new school Haitian parents. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. That's
I still don't know who doing it.
That's new school.
I don't know.
That's old school. That's
man, listen, my mom never told me that. My mom never told me that.
I heard that first.
What? That's so old school.
Never
Never
said.
say that, and then I would aggravate her. I was like, Kimunti Judge. Do
You're
what?
like,
I didn't get that. You know, I get the you know, suspend money to Papa. Suspend money to Papa. I don't know what that meant either. Still to this day, I don't know what that got to do with nothing. What's the other one? You know, my I'm like, okay.
Violet.
Right.
And what about you, friend?
It's funny because even as you guys are talking about it, and you're saying like new Haitian, because my mother, she assimilated. So when she got out here, she was more like Black mom, kind of Caucasian mom.
When did your mom come to America?
Like years ago. Like I don't even remember what year it was.
The 70s?
We were all born here, so my brother.
No, like
brother's 32.
Your mom, did she come in like the 70s or the 80s?
I think it was like the 82, 83, okay. Something like that. So, but when she got out here, it was like she assimilated kind of fast. My dad assimilated a little faster because he was out here 2 to 3 years before she came out.
Oh, okay.
So he sent for her. You know the whole
I
raised money and sent for the family. My dad is that guy. He sent for my uncles. He sent for everybody.
He did good.
So like. You know, like it wasn't anything like crazy. It was more so just like, don't borrow things from people. Don't go to people's house and touch things. She used to always say that, like, only. Yeah, right. So you used to always just be like, don't touch anybody's stuff. If somebody gives you it, don't bring it in this house because you know XYZ. And that stuck with me till like. Because, I mean, you know, you're young and your friend gives you a NASCAR car and they're like, here, it's for you. My mom, like, no, don't bring that in here. And then
that is true. I will say I was not good at receiving gifts, even though I did like that 5 love language and come to find out gifts is my love language. But it's the thing, like my mom was like,
right. It was
they think you poor? Why are they giving you stuff?
Don't let them give you anything.
That's everything, you know.
Don't know how they got it. You don't know what it's connected to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like she's right. There was times where people would give me something, forget they gave it to me, and accuse me of stealing it. And I'd be like, what? You know, this is what my mom used to say. I should have never took that. You know, or they feel a sense of entitlement over you now because they did something for you or they gave you something, and they're like, You know, it's just so many ways that can go. But that's the one thing that stuck with me. Like, own your own stuff. Get your own, you know, baby watch. You know, get your own, you know, glitter gel pen. Like she used to always be on that.
Exactly. And what about you, Beverly? What is something that your mom always said to you that has stuck with you now?
You know, while you guys was talking, I was trying to figure it out because I know you're gonna ask me. I actually don't remember anything like that, like any proverbs. My mom used to beat me up like a lot. She
my mom used to beat me up.
She beat me more than she spoke to me. Like You know,
Yo, I'm
I can't even
crying.
remember. Like, I'm sorry. It's just true. You know,
No,
you guys
I
was
know it's
talking.
true.
I
I
was
know.
like,
I
I was
know.
on my own word, figure out what kind of proverbs she used to use. But I only know when my mom used to like, fight a lot. My mom fight to parler. She used to fight a lot, like couldn't go me on peel. So only thing I remember, quelle soit Jean swear, like she's swearing on something, she will put it in her kid. Mother bon Dieu, deux petites whatever. She always like what I'm going to say, anathème au nom de Jésus. And then she's gonna show, but I can't remember anything. Because I'm back my bill, so I can.
You had the mom that did less talking, more talking with the hands, less talking with the mouth.
Right.
I have a Jackie Chan woman.
Wow. Mon pas jom do pas faire bouche long.
I felt what? I can't hear you.
Mon pas jom do pas faire bouche long.
My mom used to say that. Pas faire bouche moins longue.
Oh, bouche moins longue. Oh, I'm like, I
Be
can't.
like, what are you talking about?
She used to always say that because she'd be like, your face is going to get stuck like that. You're going to have a long jaw.
Yo, Haitian moms, though, for real, like, they got the good comebacks.
They're the queens of clapback.
Listen, you think you're going to be slick? They're going to be slick.
No matter what.
Because their sarcasm is next level. That's why.
Oh man. I mean, mixed with a little bit of tinge of asshole.
Yeah. My mom was like that. So, oh my God.
My mother would never beat me. My mother would never ever beat me. But I would take a beating before I take her verbally. Just
My mom had chops.
Yeah, my aunt didn't beat them. But that's the thing.
I never got a whooping. I probably got one whooping my whole life from my mom. But
my mom is the opposite.
Who raised you?
Right?
My father did all the disciplining. When it comes to disciplining, my father was on top.
My dad too. Yep.
My mom beat me.
Yep.
They don't beat you? Who raised you?
Same time.
One time.
Et puis la parler.
I need to know who raised you, so I'm gonna reward myself.
The thing is, my aunt is not gonna beat you, but she's gonna talk. She's gonna talk
and it's gonna make you cry for days. So you might as well listen to me.
The psychological warfare with the whole talking at or talking to, they won't talk to you. They talk at you. So they make you feel this small.
That's the Haitian. Like my mom, what she'll do is
I'll take that.
I get you guys.
So she'll whip you, and then when she done, she'll start walking around. Gare li fem batli.
Right.
Like, I made you beat.
And then you get the escoe. This is social mute. Right. And then
give you the belt.
C'est all vin back maintenant.
One more segue in regards to our parents. Now, as we've gotten older, how are your relationships with your mom now? Or your parents now? Like, I know when we were younger, it was like you a baby. But I feel like now that we older, we probably teenagers. So if we in our 30s and 40s, maybe right now we really teenagers in their eyes. Have you seen any of your parents like treat you a little bit as an adult? Because we're never going to be grown to them.
No.
At all. No matter what.
Never.
No matter what.
I think that's the thing that me and my mother go back and forth about because, she tries to treat me like I'm a child, but she picks and chooses when I'm a child and when I'm an adult. Sometimes she's like, you're an adult, you should have this amount of money at this place in your life, and then when you turn around and try to do something, like, why'd you do it without me? You're just a child.
And to your point, that's that psychological warfare that I'm telling you about. That's that psychological warfare.
It is though, because
that's how we learned it. That's how we could be so manipulative at times because that's how we were growing up. So that's all we know. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Like she's always we've had arguments, and I've always just kind of been not always, but the last real argument we had, I was just like, I'm not a child, I'm not a little girl, because she tried to little girl me, and I'm like, I'm 31 years old. I'm just like, look, I'm not a little girl. Because the thing is, the thing about Haitian mothers, their level and definition of what's disrespect is not disrespectful in the grand scheme of things. So one little thing, like a talk back, or if you say what, or if you're like, what do you mean? The disrespect. Now this is how you treat me after everything I've done. You're like,
always disrespecting them.
Yep. Sure will.
I wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. So now their, definition of how you were disrespectful overtakes the whole conversation, and now you're just like, everything just gets maximized to like the next level. And I just feel like, oh my God, like it took me and my mother a while to get to where we are now, because I've always been this outspoken child that's kind of just been like, why are you yelling? Like, if she's yelling, if she just don't need to. It's kind of like, why are you yelling? Okay, but mom, chill out. Okay, but you can't say that. Don't try to hit me. I'm 13. Like, like I was very much like chill, like always expressive about how she was treating me, and kind of being like, look, holding up like a mirror to her, like, you can't talk to me like that. I understand you're so unwarranted. And then it's this whole war. She disrespected me in my own home. She thinks she's so grown. You think you're
now? Did your mom do the whole, I'm going to call the rest of the family to let them know you disrespected me?
So she does that, but she's never like told me that. I just happen to be walking by in the living room and hearing her talking to my Patinades, telling her everything about whatever. But one thing about my mother, I would say, is she does like to keep things in the family, like the immediate family. So she talks about like family business. I mean, about me or whoever, whatever. Like, she only tells like 3 to 4 people. It's like a little
box, so you can figure out who told.
Because my mother always been the type of like, our family on the outside looks like this, picture perfect, and then on the inside we got things going on, but she doesn't like to really put that stuff out there like that. So she's very like, oh no, you're not about to have no dirt on me and my kid. So that I was lucky there, but she does tell like my aunts and stuff.
And I have another question, like another segue. So it's 2020. I feel like now more than ever, everybody wants to, like, they're doing that whole ancestry thing, trying to find their roots and all of that. So what is your thoughts on how to maybe help this next generation of Haitians coming up? These, in a couple of years, for a lot of us, will be on the second generation of college graduates for some of our families. Some of our families are just wrapping up that first generation of college graduates and stuff. So any advice you would have for these upcoming generations of Haitians, like these younger 20s, these teen Haitians, as the world is ever changing, and some of them still have very, I would say, old school parents, and some may have, like you, Fran, like more assimilated parents. So how can they navigate some of the stuff that's going on while still keeping true to some of their Haitian roots?
Before you guys answering, are you talking about Haitian living in America or somewhere else, or in Haiti?
I would say both, because the Haitians that are living in Haiti that might want to come to America, I really want them to get a better understanding of what America is. It's not this rosy, beautiful, money on the street place.
Is that paradise?
It's not paradise, boo-boo. Listen, it's hard out here for a pimp.
The tree of dying, there's no money anymore.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead, Mike.
I mean, I would say definitely, learn as much as you can as far as your culture, where you come from. That plays a lot of part in you being more comfortable and more knowledgeable as to the Haitian culture as well. When you learn as much as you can, because for me, my dad, he's the historian of the family, so he'll tell you every president from the time he was born up until now. And he'll just spat them off to you, just like that. So he'll tell you where they was from, when they were elected, so on and so forth, things of that nature. So I find myself being a historian, following behind him, as far as the diaspora as it relates to Haiti in the States as well. So, I mean, I would say that I'm very cultured, deeming the fact that, Haitian household, went to HBCU in undergrad. So I had all that to colonize the, what's the word I'm trying to say, the cultural aspect of being Haitian in America, if you will. So I would definitely say learn as much as you can from the elders while they're still around. I mean, we still got some around here, but most of the matriarchs and the patriarchs are dying off. My grandfather was the last patriarch on my mom's side. He passed back in '06. So now my uncle has to pass the torch, and I'm going to be next. So there you have it.
And what about you, Fran?
I want to I feel like Haitian people are really strong people. I feel like we have been through so much. And, we were the first independent, the first Black independent. I'm like all over the place. But I just feel like we're a defiant people, and like you said before, everybody wanted to be us at one point, and I think they still do till this day. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like even during the Labor Day parade in Brooklyn, we had like 2-3 floats. In Canada, when I went out there and went to Carnival out there,
I've been to one of the parades in Canada, and everyone
Haiti was very prominent. I just feel like wherever Haitians are, there's a party, there's good vibes, there's laughs, there's like I feel like we're such a good spirited people. We've just touched on horrible circumstances, and we've been imperialized, and we've gone through so much stuff, but to be able to come out of it and come out on the end of it, even stronger, I just feel like we can do more, but I just feel like the Haitian people need to unite. I feel like we need to come together more and just unionize a bit more so that we can start helping the communities, like really fueling the communities. Because let me tell you, there's so many Haitians in the music industry, fashion, TV, film. There's so many Haitians placed in all of these places, all these positions of power. So now imagine if those Haitians really, really rocked with their heritage and messed with the people that are coming up that are Haitian and put them on and gave them a helping hand or mentored them or like X, Y, and Z. All of us Haitians out here, we have family in Haiti. We could be calling back, giving people gems, telling people how to repair the country out there, even though there's a lot to repair. I just feel like it would be a domino effect if we could just start with like the people that are high up there, like all of the gatekeepers that are literally like in positions of power in all of these corporations. I just feel like we all need to just come together, have more of these kind of talks, but more on a consistent basis, So find your fellow Haitians and like gang up and like make something happen, because we really do need each other right now, especially in Haiti. And I feel like if we can fix Haiti, there's so many rich resources out in Haiti, and it's not just your oil and this and that, but like the Haitian minds, Haitian creativity, like there's so much in the culture that I know wants to push through. Support being more supportive of like Haitian artists and Haitian artistry, all of that, I feel like would really catapult Haiti on another level and take us outside of all of this stuff, all of this U.S. infiltration bullshit and all this stuff. I just feel like we just need to come back together and take our land. Because look at Africa, like they literally didn't let anybody in when all of this broke out, this whole pandemic broke out. They said nobody's coming in here, especially not white people, and they didn't let anybody in. And there were like little to no cases of coronavirus out there because they were literally just like, nobody comes in. So imagine if we did something like that, where we were kind of just like, look, this is just for us. This is just for us people. We could literally rule everything. We could start our businesses and create more little Haitis all over the world, and not just, in Haiti or, wherever there's little Haiti at.
Right. It would be more like how there are little Chinatowns all across the world.
Right.
And we can make sure that our community is represented no matter the part of the world that you're in. Like if you go to Puerto Rico, you know there's a little Haiti community there that you can reach out to, and it's more of a resource to you. And what about you, Beverly? Because you have the perspective of you used to live in Haiti, and then now you're here in America. So what would you say either to both those that are living in Haiti, things that they can kind of do to enhance and keep themselves, and maybe even for those that, you know, are new to America, things that they can do to make sure that they stay on the right track? Things that they can do to make sure that they stay on the right track.
I think she froze again.
You froze again, Beverly?
Yeah, she froze. Oh, there she is.
Did you hear my question, Beverly?
She froze again.
Froze again. Well, Evie, we'll go to you while Beverly's bandwidth figures out what's it going to do. Any advice for those up-and-coming Haitians, you know, those 15-year-olds, those young 20s, about, you know, how they can continue to embrace their heritage and things that they can do to further help the culture along?
Oh, well, they just need to know that we're different for a reason.
I have actually married. He's giving me error, but it's okay. I heard the question.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's let Ebros go, and then we'll go to Beverly.
Yeah, and as long as they accept that, then they can embrace that and know that, and they'll be good. But for the most part, if you don't accept that you're Haitian, you're going to struggle through that, finding your personality, you know, getting in tune with yourself. So that's very important, to just stay true to yourself, despite the, you know, the statistics and the stereotyping and you know, we get going to school being Haitian, you know, we have to embrace it. But, you know, the children, the teenagers in today's generation, they got it good. You know, they don't got it bad like how we had. They got it good. You know, because we have so much respect now. Like, you know, and they want to be down, they want to know Haitian because they respect us so much. So they got it good. They don't got to go through what we do. So if anything, you know, staying true to yourself. If you stay true to yourself, you'll be fine.
All right, and Beverly, we're going to come back to you.
Beverly, so,
any advice for those Haitians in Haiti?
I'm here. So hopefully I can answer my.
Yes, we can hear you.
What I want to say, and my advice for any young people that coming that has an idea or they have the parents that, you know, all I can say and tell them, because I've been experiencing that, not me, but I had some people I knew that do that. I know in America there's opportunity, like a lot of opportunity in America. But c'est vrai, is it true that there's a lot of opportunity in America? But you have to know how to get them, how to use them. I know that you say, oh, living in Haiti will be better for me to come here. But okay, before you leave Haiti, because the filling out paper can take like 5 years. As a matter of fact, it can take even 10 years. So still go to school, do what you have to do. Still go to school, do what you have to do. Because a lot of people make the mistake. Oh, I'm my dad or my mom, my auntie, whatever, whoever filling out paper for them. I'm coming here. I don't have to go to school. That's a mistake that you made. Because if you don't learn anything from your country, when you came here, I'm saying it's not like, you know, okay, but when you came here, if you had an education in Haiti, if you educate yourself like enough, so once you came, you can manage those opportunities that America giving you. But if you just came to America because people living in America, you're gonna end up like a lot of them, doing stuff you shouldn't do, said stuff you shouldn't do. So make sure that you educate yourself, still go to school, even though me, I take myself as an expert, as an example. Once they told me I'm coming to America, I still go to school, and I have an auntie that she makes sure that my flight was in Thursday, my last exam was in Tuesday. She makes sure that she said, Beverly, you have to go. And at school, I have my best friend. She said, Beverly, and I'm just saying, oh my God, I did not study for this. She said, Beverly, you live in the country. I said, duh. And then I have to study, and I have to have this grade on my bulletin, whatever. So keep going to school, learning English, Spanish, how many languages you can, because it will help you in America. It's not just came in America. You see people buying clothes, make them like beautiful. You don't ask them where they come from.
Oh, Beverly's frozen, but
That's
was a very
something
good
I used to do. You know what they, yeah, you don't know what they do. Some people, to even go to a mall and buy them a t-shirt, but you just see it. If you educate yourself, you will see that, you're not gonna look for the easiest thing to do, because America has opportunity, because America is a very manipulative, just said that's the word, country. So it's gonna manipulate you. So you need to educate yourself so you can manipulate America. Why is money?
It's the truth.
That's
because
all I can
it's
say.
the
That's
American
the
dream.
case. That's the, yeah.
Because
That's
America
true.
sells the American dream. Even those of us who were born in America, it's the land of opportunity. It's the land of the free, the home of the brave. It's all of that. But
Supposedly.
just because you have opportunity doesn't mean that it's an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
And it
Right.
doesn't mean that opportunity you be able to utilize it for yourself. And if you don't know who you are, like you said, if like Fran's saying, if you don't unify together, and like Mike is saying, if you don't know the past, then you're going to be easily manipulated to do things you're not supposed to do.
Right.
Because we know in the 80s, during the epidemic, all of a sudden everyone hated Haitians. Haitians couldn't donate blood because they thought we were carrying the AIDS. So that's something that you don't want repeated again, especially in coronavirus times and things. It's like, well, we're going to single out the foreigners for the reason that bad things are happening. So I really do appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to really have this roundtable discussion. Hopefully we can do more of them after Haitian Heritage Month is over. And I just thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And have a great day.
Nice to meet you guys. Stay in contact.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.